So here she is, Sasa. Hey,
Hi, April.
how are you doing? I know you are not bored, that's for sure.
I know. We're doing the best that we can as everybody else, finding new ways to do what we do, finding new people to help us do what we do. All of us are trying to get through this the best that we can. And we are just so grateful for the kindness that we have seen, that people have been showing us over the last month or so. It's just been, people are kind as it is, but it has just been extraordinary, really.
Okay, so for people who are not familiar with your program, tell everyone.
So I'm the CEO of Meals on Wheels of Mercer County, and we serve 8 municipalities, Trenton being the largest, where we have the most participants, Ewing, certain parts of Hamilton, Lawrenceville, and then Princeton, East Windsor, West Windsor, and Hightstown. And we serve hot meals and by a friendly face, a friendly volunteer, which is equally as important as the daily meal, to people who are homebound. And homebound for us is they cannot cook or shop for themselves. They basically are homebound due to age or infirmity or mobility issues or some severe illness that they are experiencing. And we pretty much stick to that. Even post-COVID, we pretty much stick to that criteria for eligibility. And as long as you meet that, we turn no one away. And we obviously have seen a large increase in demand for this program. I can tell you that in the last 2 weeks of March, so the first week of March was pretty much as normal. The second week, when everything started to happen, we took a step back and we stopped registering people to kind of get our bearings and look at our resources and make sure that we could commit to the people that we were serving. And then we started taking people again the third week. And in the last 2 weeks of March alone, our demand increased by 78% over the previous March. So our numbers are going up, and we continue to maintain no waiting list. And we're just blessed because, I often refer to us as the three-legged stool, holding up our participants, our volunteers, our staff, and our wonderful caterer out of Rider University, Gourmet Dining. And we have really put so many plans in place, so many contingencies over contingencies to make sure that we would continue our operations on top of all the CDC guidelines that, as everybody knows, have changed sometimes several times in a day. And we've kind of been dancing to those change, but we're very pleased as what we've been able to put in place to be able to continue our operation.
Yeah. So just to kind of go back a little bit, now you provide a healthy meal that's prepared by Rider. And last year, here we're showing you some footage of last year of them. We actually covered and followed you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, wow. I mean, you hear about Meals on Wheels, you just think, a bus drives by, drops off the food.
Right.
People they wait for you, like they know, and it's that social contact for sure.
Absolutely. And the beauty of it is that especially pre-COVID, our volunteers deliver weekly. Some of them do it 3 times a week, some of them do it once a week, but it's to the same people every week. Yeah. So those beautiful friendships and partnerships form. They go up and above for the people that we serve, bring in their mail, bring in their garbage cans, water their plants. They have to keep moving along the route, but they take a little bit of time to just, make sure that our seniors are thriving. And that, like I said, that's the other 50%. It really is. We're not a FedEx drop off a meal at a door type thing. That's not who we are, nor is it our model.
Yeah. So I trailed Pat Calavita. He's hilarious. I love him. And we would go to the door and they were asking us, where's the other person who was supposed to be there wasn't there, and they wanted to know who the person was. And we're like, we're just your friendly welcome wagon. Hello. And I love him. He's awesome.
Yeah,
But,
he's my cousin. He's a trip. Yep.
oh, is he your cousin?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that, we were talking about, like how people can help you. Clearly monetary donations, because you don't take food, because you have it prepared.
Right.
It's a healthy meal.
Exactly. Yep. Our nutrition guidelines are very strict, so we do not take food donations.
Yeah, which is great. And plus you have a better buying power than a normal person
Correct.
because of your food chain process. The other is your volunteers. You need volunteers for deliveries.
Absolutely. If you can just continue to call us and email us with your interest, it is so simple. It takes less than an hour. Our routes now are shorter. We've done that for several reasons. And we're now delivering 3 times a week instead of 5 times a week, which, same amount of food, but in 3 days to avoid, lessen the contact and keep the social distancing. And it is so simple. All the onboarding is online now. Everything is done online. The training, the background checks, all the documents, and even signing up. Once you're a volunteer, you sign up yourself online. And the window is like between 10 in the morning to around noon. And there are a lot of people home now. Previous to this, it was 65 and older that had the time. But now, being the target group, a lot of them we have stepped back on their own, and we've asked them to step back. So all younger people are stepping up, and we're so grateful for that. So definitely need volunteers. I think the number's there, right? And the info is scrolling. So please contact us that way. Yep.
Now, one of the things that give some example, because there's the social distancing and the math, so people who are like, yeah, I'd like to get the heck out of the house.
Yes, a lot of them say that. Yeah, they look forward to this.
Yeah, and do something positive to help your community and to help the elderly, just to step up. So if someone wants to step up, what are the safety measures you have in place,
right,
so they feel comfortable?
Exactly. So the first one I mentioned was total virtual onboarding and scheduling, which that wasn't the case before. The second thing is when they show up to Rider University to pick up their meals, we ask them either to stay in their cars, we bring it to them, or if they want to get out, sometimes the weather's nice, stand by their cars, maintain social distancing. They're all wearing masks. We've had tons of people making masks for us, which we are so grateful. So we have those to give out. We have gloves. We have, the hand stuff. And when they go to the doors, they are instructed to hang the bag, the meal, either on the door, or sometimes they'll leave either a table or a chair outside their door. Knock, try to get, either ring the doorbell, knock, and then take a 6 feet step back and wait till they at least make contact with the senior and say, Meals on Wheels, we're here, how are you doing? It's not as it was before. Again, you can't go in the home, there's no contact, but it's still, maintaining that social distance, at least to make contact. And if they don't get them, we give them instructions on what they need to do, phone calling and all that sort of stuff. And that's it. They're given their instructions when they pick up the meals, their route sheets, and they go on their way. So that's like I said, we've done everything the CDC has instructed us to do and put that all in place.
Right, because you are considered frontline, like you're a necessity.
We absolutely are, April, and that's always a struggle because we are frontline staff. We're essential personnel. We are like doctors. I mean, in the sense that doctors and nurses are keeping people alive in hospitals with ventilators and medicines, and God bless them. But we're keeping people alive with food, so we are considered frontline.
Yeah, you are. And God bless you for that. So we've got the volunteers. Now you have what's like a Friday bonus treat for these people.
This is very, very exciting.
Brilliant. I love it. It's such a support, local. Tell everybody about this.
Right. So we deliver meals Monday through Friday, and we have a very limited amount of people who receive weekend meals through one of our grants. But not everybody gets a weekend meal. So as we all know before 60% of our people lived alone, but now everyone is isolated, every single senior. So the weekend meals have been a preoccupation of mine for a long time, especially those that live in Trenton, that Trenton as it is a food desert, and they're even more limited options now. So we started accepting donations of like a little Friday sandwich program, and we work with restaurants to make it very healthy, like kind of following our food guidelines. It's not really a program of ours, but people want to help the economy. They want to help their local restaurants, and restaurants want to help. So what we're encouraging people to do is, this is only for Fridays, is to reach out to restaurants that they love or frequent, that they like, try to get them and their friends to donate to the restaurant, and then the restaurant can prepare sandwiches on Friday to deliver to us. It's really easy. Really, it's just like a piece of fruit, a small healthy sandwich, and then like a water. And we would love that. Some of the restaurants that have worked with us up to now is like Cugino's in Pennington. It's the same owner as Cafe 72, Classic Sub Shop in Hamilton. Marsilio's is doing it this way, this Friday in Ewing. So this is a great way to help the economy and also help our seniors, and for people who want to give back because they can't really, deliver, they can't leave the house, but they have maybe some resources to put towards their favorite restaurants. Contact that restaurant, make sure that it's in operation and that they can handle this, and then just let us know and we'll work with the restaurant directly. It's a great way to help.
I love it, because what people are not, the restaurants that are open, it's not business as usual. It's
Right.
super slow. So if they're going to stay open, let's help keep that, because there's enough of them closed.
Exactly.
So what, any last words before we wrap up on getting involved? Just the website, Facebook, what do you guys?
Yes. We have a very active Facebook page, so please go to Meals on Wheels of Mercer County Facebook page. You can also access our website for information, donations, that sort of thing. And then the phone number and the email, if you're interested in volunteering, or even for the Friday lunch program, you can reach out to us. You'll hear directly from me. And April, I want to thank you for doing this. This means so much to all of us, that you continue to connect us and get the information out there. Love you. And we just want to thank everybody who has stepped up, not just volunteers, our corporate and foundational partners sending us funding to help us for the increased demand and labor costs that we're seeing. For everybody, well-wishers, just keep it up. Thanks for the good work. We just are so grateful for the everything you've done to encourage us and help us move forward. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Well, you be safe. You keep that little spice going. And
Thank you,
it was
April.
so great. Thank you for coming on. And again, everyone, if you just take cautious measures, social distancing, they already have this down. They've been doing this for a while. They just need volunteers.
Absolutely. And just one last word. We have not had any volunteer that we know at this point to get ill or anything like that. So that's a good thing. It shows that what we're doing is right, and we're keeping our volunteers safe and our participants safe.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Everyone stay safe. Mwah.